Okay, Roar, so we got our pumpkin. I think that's everything we need, right? Hey, it's so good to see all of you guys. Well, you guys join us on a super incredible special day because we are going to be doing pumpkin carving today. As you can see, we were dressed for the occasion and we were super excited about this pumpkin carving. Roar and I have actually never done a pumpkin carving, so this is going to be our first Halloween that we do that. And we learned about it, so we want to share that with you. We got our big, fat, lumpy, bumpy, ugly, funky pumpkin here. And of course, this ugly pumpkin is so cute. Next, what we need are the tools. So we have this vase bowl right here that we're going to put all the pumpkin guts and put it in there. The other tools that we need are the things to scrape the pumpkin. And then we have the tools to help design and cut the pumpkin. Of course, if you're using these at home, I want to make sure that an adult's helping you, okay? All right, so now that we got all of our tools, we got our pumpkin, we got to design the pumpkin, right? So we're going to draw on the pumpkin as step one. Okay, so the first step is you have to think and use your imagination about what you want to turn your pumpkin into. When you decide what you want to do, you're going to use a pen and you're going to draw the picture of what you want. This is going to make it a lot easier when you have to cut it out. So I'm going to leave the imagination part to Roar right now. Roar, what do you want to draw? What do you want to turn this pumpkin into? You got it? Okay. All right. I'm trying to figure out what this is. Oh, of course. This is gonna be good. All right. So Roar has designed his pumpkin. I'm going to turn it around for you, Roar. I am always impressed with what comes out of that little head of yours. Roar designed a witch, and that is the perfect thing to put on this pumpkin for Halloween. This is going to be a great design. So now that we did this part, we got to move on to the next step. So of course, it is so important that you have a parent or adult help you while you're cutting this out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut the top of the pumpkin like so. So this way we have a little bit of a hole at the top. And make sure to cut at an angle because it's going to help. You don't want the thing to fall back in after. Oh, there are all the pumpkin guts and we're going to cut that off too. And now we got to scrape and our hands are going to get so dirty. We're going to pull out all of those pumpkin seeds and all that pumpkin guts. Yum! This is important, okay? Using these extra tools help clean the sides of the pumpkin and get all of those guts out, okay? We want to make sure we have the cleanest pumpkin inside for the best jack-o'-lantern possible. Okay, so we just got out all of our pumpkin guts and we put them into this bowl here. As you can see, there's a bunch of guts and there's a bunch of seeds in there. We're actually going to cook these pumpkin seeds and the pumpkin because obviously it's food and we don't want to waste it. So that's in there. And then I did want to point out, when you cut the pumpkin top off, you want to make sure you're cutting at an angle because this has to be able to sit back on top nicely. We don't want to cut straight down or else it's going to fall straight into it. I know, that's not good. All right, then now I'm going to show you the inside of the pumpkin. So after we hollowed that out, that's kind of generally the idea of what it's supposed to look like inside. Now, this is all done. We're moving on to the next step, which we are going to start cutting out the outline of our design. So I'm going to turn this way just so I can get a better look at it. And I'm going to start cutting. Here we go. This part is a lot of fun because we got to start really seeing our jack-o'-lantern come to life. We're going to follow all the lines very carefully. This is going to be so great. Okay, so here she is. Our pumpkin is done. And I'm going to turn it around so you guys can see. Dun, da, da, da. The Wicked Witch of the West herself, Elphaba. This pumpkin is looking great. Now I wanted to say, one thing to be careful of is when you're cutting your pumpkin, some of these edges can be very delicate, so make sure you're very carefully cutting around it because you don't want to break it off. Some parts can easily break off, okay? Now, what you can do as a last step is you can add a crazy hat to it to display it in your house. This witch hat seems perfect for this pumpkin, of course. Or you can do what we are going to do as our last and final step, which is to light a candle like so. Make sure you have an adult help you. You're going to place the candle inside the pumpkin very gently. You're going to dim the lights to set the mood. And you are going to add the pumpkin top to the very top of it and make sure it fits perfectly like a puzzle. And there you have it. Your Halloween pumpkin is complete with lighting. And you can set this pumpkin anywhere. On your balcony, outside your front porch, or even in your kitchen. This is going to be an excellent Halloween display. Roar, I got to hand it to you. High five. For our first pumpkin, we did a great job. We hope you guys at home are going to be able to try this too. And make sure if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment and we'll help you out as we can. And this Halloween, make sure that you always let your imagination. We'll see you guys soon. Happy Halloween. Bye.